Jake and Shantae, good morning. We are joined by Wayne Fricke, the defense attorney for Officer Burbank. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing well.
Thank you so much for being with us. Of course, Officer Burbank, the verdict coming down first yesterday. Describe that moment for you. What were you feeling? What were you thinking when that not guilty verdict came down?
Well, right before it came down, I don't take verdicts very well. I worry a lot. So when it came down, it was a relief, and certainly for Shane, a tremendous relief. You know, all these officers, everyone associated with this case has been living it for, 3+ years, 3.5 years since, 2.5 years since it was filed, 3.5 years since, of course, the situation occurred. So, but a tremendous stress relief.
Sure.
For sure.
And Officer Burbank, how's he doing? What's next for him?
I think it's too soon to say what's next for him. Their careers are out there still, and they got to decide what they want to do, what people want to have them do. But he's certainly going to spend a lot of time with his family, which he's been able to do that here in recent times.
Sure. And of course, there's two sides to cases. Hundreds of people marched last night up and down Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard. They are feeling ignored. They feel like justice was not served. What's your message to the Ellis family supporters? Well,
I think I've made it clear. First of all, I have a lot of empathy for the Ellis family. They've suffered that loss, number one, and I think and that will always be the same. That's just the way I feel, and I think everyone should feel that. This jury, they represent the people, and this jury, like all juries, they're supposed to consider the evidence that's presented to them, obviously the law that's given to them by the court. And I met with this jury afterwards, as did all the attorneys, both from the state and the defense teams, and they were a very focused group of individuals, from the youngest to the oldest, and I think they gave it their all and they understood the ramifications, and that's what they came down with.
And just one more question. The Ellis family attorney we had in studio earlier this morning, and he just said that he was wanting to file a bar complaint against the attorneys for the officers for derogatory comments made during the trial. What's your response to that?
Well, I don't think I made any derogatory comments, number one, to the extent that he has a disagreement with some of the attorneys, what they said during the trial, in the course of the trial. He's got to do what he's got to do. We are allowed to argue inferences from the evidence, and I did that. The others did that. If he feels that he was wronged during the trial process in front of the jury, then if he wants to take that step, he's got to do what he's got to do.
Okay, he's got to do what he's got to do.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much, Wayne Fricke, for joining.